Hello students, in my previous video I have explained how to solve a transportation problem using stepping stone method, and in today's video I am going to explain about the next method of finding optimal solution, that is modified distribution method. Modified distribution method is abbreviated as MODI method and it is also called as UV method. So MODI method is an efficient method of checking the optimality of the initial feasible solution. In case of this method, we calculate the opportunity cost of each unoccupied cell and then we identify the closed loop with the most negative value. Hence, it is considered as a time-saving method. You are going to understand in detail with an example. Now, let us go for an example. I'll explain example simultaneously with the steps. So, steps to find out optimal solution under MODI method. First step is similar to stepping stone method. What was the first step in stepping stone method? It was to find an initial basic feasible solution using any of the three mentioned methods. So it depends on the question, and after finding the initial feasible solution, we go for checking degeneracy. What is the formula? So number of allocations is equals to m plus n minus 1, where m refers to number of rows, n refers to number of columns minus 1. So if the number of allocations are equal to m plus n minus 1, so the problem is said to be a non-degenerate problem. In this way, we check for degeneracy. Now let us understand this with an example. See here, I have taken a problem and solved it based on the northwest corner method. You can observe the allocations here. Number of allocations 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of allocations are 5 and number of rows, that is m 1, 2, 3. So 3 rows and 3 columns, 3 minus 1. So 5 is equals to 5. So this is a non-degenerate problem. So this completes our first step, and as usual computing total cost, it is 730. So first step is as simple as that. It is similar to the first step in stepping stone method. Moving on to the next step, this is very important step. We have to calculate U and V values using cost of occupied cells. In this case, U represents row, V represents column, and we also go for computing penalty cost of unoccupied cells using relationships of U and V values. So by taking the same example what I have told here, so we have completed the first step till here, and next step we have calculating U and V values. Let us understand how to calculate U and V values. So you can observe here, I've taken separate row and separate column to represent U and V values. So U1, U2, U3, V1, V2 and V3. Now U1 row 1, V1 is column 1. We have to find out U and V values. These values will not be given in the question. We have to find out U and V values using the solution that we have obtained in the first step. Now let us begin the calculation of U and V values. Beginning with U1, that is row 1, always remember the value of U1 must be taken as 0. So I repeat, always the value of U1 must be taken as 0. And using this value, we are going to calculate the value of V1. So what is the formula? Cij is equals to, you can look here, Cij is equals to Ui plus Vj. So Cij in the sense a cost of U1 plus V1. So you can observe here C11 is equals to that is cost of u1 and v1. C11 is equals to u1 plus v1. So in this case I have already told always u1 value must be taken as 0. So here we have taken 0, and as we doesn't know v1 value, it is kept as it is. And what is C11 value? So cost of row 1 and column 1, that is 6. C11 is 6. So 0 plus v1 is equals to 6. So v1 is equals to 6. This is the value. So we have to mention here. Now we have got two values. One is u1 and v1. Now let us go for calculating the next value. See here why I have taken C11, that is this cell, because always we need to calculate u and v values for occupied cells. Only we have to calculate for occupied cell. So here the first occupied cell is C11, and next, which is the next occupied cell? C12. So this is the next occupied cell. So for this we have to calculate the values of u and v. So C12, what is the formula? u1 plus v2. So you can observe here u1 plus v2. So u1 value already we know, it is 0. v2 value we doesn't know. So we have to take the cost which is available here. So C12, what is the formula? u1 plus v2. u1 we already know the value is 0. v2 we doesn't know the value, so keep v2 as it is. And what is the value of C12? It is 4. So mention 4. So what will be the value? Interchanging the values, so v2 is equals to 4. So mention 4 here. Now we have got the values of u1, v1 and v2. Next we have to go for calculating the next occupied cell. Which is the next occupied cell? This is C22. This is the next occupied cell. So C22 is the next occupied cell. So what is the formula? C22 is equals to u2 plus v2. So C22 is equals to u2 plus v2. What is the value of u2? We don't know. So keep u2 as it is. What is the value of v2? We have calculated already. It is 4. You can find out here. So is equals to, what is the value of C22? It is 8. So u2 plus 4 is equals to 8. Or u2 is equals to, so 8 minus 4. So your value will be 4. So u2 value we got 4. We have to write down here. And after C22, which is the next occupied cell? It is C32. So C32 is equals to, what will be the formula? u3 plus v2. So u3 plus v2. We doesn't know the value of u3, so we have kept as it is. What is the value of v2? We have already computed, that is 4, is equals to C32 value is 4. So u3 plus 4 is equals to 4. So what will be the value of u3? 4 minus 4, 0. So write down u3 value as 0. And which is the next occupied cell? C33. This is the next occupied cell. What will be the formula? u3 plus v3. So u3 value we already know, it is 0. v3 we doesn't know, keep it as it is. And C33 value is 2. You can find out here, value is 2. So v3 is equals to 2 minus 0. So value is 2. So write down here. So by using the formula Cij is equals to ui plus vj, we have calculated the values of u and V. Now we have got all the values. So U1 0, U2 4, U3 0, V1 6, V2 4 and V3 2. So we have calculated U and V values. After calculating U and V values, what is the next step? We have to calculate penalty cost of unoccupied cell. So there is a formula to calculate penalty cost of unoccupied cell. So formula, so always penalty cost must be calculated for unoccupied cell. So in this case, which is the unoccupied cell? So AF, this is the unoccupied cell. So you can observe here AF is equals to, as per this formula, which is this cell? C13. So C13 minus Ui plus Vj as per that formula. So U1 plus V3. What is the value of Cij? It is 1. What is the value of U1? 0. V3 2. You can find out here V3 2. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Next, which is the next unoccupied cell? This one. So BD. So BD is equals to, what will be the formula? C21 minus U2 plus V1. C21 value is 3 minus U2 value is 4 plus V1 value is 6. So 3 minus 4 plus 6. So 3 minus 10 minus 7. Next, which is the next unoccupied cell? Which is the next unoccupied cell? BF. So this is the next unoccupied cell. BF. Now this is C23 minus U2 plus V3. So what is the value of C23? It is 7 minus U2 is 4 and V3 is 2. So 7 minus 4 plus 2 is plus 1. And next, which is the next unoccupied cell? This one, CD. CD. So C31, that is C31, column 3, row 1 minus U3 plus V1. So C31 value is 4, U3 value is 0 and V1 value is 6. So 4 minus 0 plus 6, it is minus 2. Now among the costs, whichever is negative, we have to take that value. So 3 values are negative here, minus 1, minus 7 and minus 2. Which is the highest negative? Minus 7. So we have to take this BD. We have to select the cell BD and then we have to draw a closed path and assign plus or minus sign. Now, which was the highest negative value? That was for B and D. So starting from here, we have to draw a closed path. So this step is similar in the stepping stone method also. So closed path starts from BD towards occupied cell. Next, always remember, path moves only in the right angle direction. So we have to assign symbols similar as in case of stepping stone method, plus, minus, plus, minus. Now among the minus values, find out which is the lowest. 20. Among 20 and 40, which is the lowest? 20. So among 20 and 40, lowest is 20. So we have to add 20 wherever there is a plus sign and deduct 20 wherever there is a minus sign. So here if we add 20, becomes 20, here nil, 20. You can observe here. So these are the changed values as per the previous thing. So the below table shows the maximum allocation to cell BD, and number of units are added to the cell with a positive sign and subtracted from the cell with a negative sign. I have explained already. So after this step, again we have to calculate the net cost change as we have calculated earlier using the formula Cij minus Ui plus Vj. So you can observe the formula here. So using the same formula we have to calculate, and if the values obtained are either 0 or greater than 0, so there stops the solution, we have obtained optimality. And if it is negative, again we have to repeat the steps from 2 to 5. So this is modified distribution method. Thank you.